Within Fairy Tail chapter 510, we received an absolutely monumental revelation within the story. Now, the revelation that I'm of course referring to is the one of who Natsu and Zeref's parents are. Now, for starters, all we really have to go off from here is their character design. Within the memories Zeref shared with Natsu, we didn't find out really anything other than their character design. However, this has left a ton of room for so much speculation in regards to Natsu and Zeref's past, along with who exactly their parents are within the Fairy Tail story. Despite the fact that we only have received 2 panels, so many amazing theories within the Fairy Tail community are beginning to pop up, and today I'm actually going to be discussing one that I've seen kind of, around there at points. So from just looking at the character design of the parents alone, we basically have what everyone is saying is Natsu with short hair when it comes to the father, and then many say for the mother it looks like Lucy with black hair. However, in my personal opinion, when I look at the mother, I see a resemblance of someone else within Fairy Tail. I do definitely see where everyone is coming from when it comes to the mother resembling that of Lucy Heartfilia, just with black hair. However, in my personal opinion, I believe that the mother of Natsu and Zeref resembles that of none other than the daughter of the ace of Fairy Tail, Cana Alberona. For starters, the general appearance does seem to match up almost to the teeth, and even at one point during the Tenro Island arc, we actually see Cana with the almost exact same hairstyle as Mama Dragneel within Fairy Tail chapter 510. Don't hate on it, I'm going to call her Mama Dragneel, so the appearance is definitely spot on though. But as for evidence, that's really all I have, seeing as we only have that of Mama Dragneel. Of course, I'm referring to the character design. It's obvious though that Cana and Mama Dragneel will not be closely related to one another at all. That's almost entirely impossible unless Zeref might have done so. I don't know. Zeref is absolutely crazy. You do not know what he's going to do. But however, I do believe that it's possible that maybe Cana's ancestors could have actually been closely related to Mama Dragneel, possibly as even close as her sister. I'm not really entirely sure how this whole thing works, but I doubt that Mama Dragneel's maiden name is Dragneel. So maybe Mama Dragneel comes from the Alberona family tree, or possibly even the Clive family tree, but because Gildarts actually left Cana at a young age to the mother, she went under the last name of Alberona? Like, who knows? This is where all of it gets confusing though. As I said before, there's really not much evidence I have for this, but let's go ahead and just take some time to talk about the impact that this would have on the characters within Fairy Tail. So for starters, Natsu wouldn't only be related to Cana. You have to remember, if you think about it, he'd technically be related to Gildarts. Now this would be absolutely insane, and although Gildarts is much like a father figure to Natsu, technically, when it comes to the age gap, Natsu would be the older of the two. Also, this could go on to explain Gildarts' immense power along with Cana's immense power. I'll go and get into Cana's power in a bit, but we all know, as I said before, Gildarts is the strongest mage of Fairy Tail. He is not named the ace of Fairy Tail for no reason, boys, and the Dragneel bloodline is just absolutely notorious and renowned for being extraordinarily strong people. So this could possibly explain where his strength level comes into the picture, that of which he could have inherited from the Dragneel/Clive bloodline. As for Cana, we actually already know that she utilized Fairy Glitter, one of the 3 fairy magics, which in and of itself is a huge feat because even some of the strongest mages couldn't actually bring themselves to utilize this magic spell. But if she was related to the Dragneels, then it could partially explain why she was actually capable of bringing herself to absolutely do this insane and monumental feat within Fairy Tail. Anyways, that's going to actually do it for today's video. Tell me in the comment section below, do you guys believe that Cana could actually be related to Natsu and the other Dragneels somehow, or do you believe that I'm just absolutely losing it? You're probably going to pick the latter there, but nevertheless, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more content. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next theory. Peace.